Now we are going to discuss today's class is 5th unit, unit 5th, dielectric properties. First of all, what are dielectrics? So, dielectrics are nothing but these are insulators. When it is placed in a electric field, they produce some electric properties. That materials are nothing but dielectrics. So, glass, mica, these all are the examples of dielectric materials. So, before going that, we explain what is a dipole. Dipole means first we discuss electric dipole. Dipole means two poles are there. Means in the electric dipole we are taking a one positive charge and negative charge. These two are separated by a distance. So this is called electric dipole. In a magnetic dipole, north pole, south pole are separated by a distance that is nothing but magnetic dipole. So now positive charge and negative charge are separated by a distance that is nothing but that is called electric dipole. Next, another definition is dipole moment. Dipole moment, it is denoted by mu. So dipole moment is equals to magnitude of charge into distance between these two charges. That is nothing but dipole moment. Dipole moment means magnitude of charge, the product between magnitude of the charge and displacement between distance between the two charges. That is nothing but dipole moment. After that, electric flux density. Or it is also called as electric displacement vector, or it is called electric displacement vector, that is denoted by letter D. So now the important mu, it is nothing but dipole moment. D is nothing but electric flux density or displacement vector. So normal flux density means number of lines of force passing through unit area, that is nothing but flux density. Electric flux density means electric lines of force passing through the unit area, that is nothing but electric flux density. Now this electric flux density is directly proportional to the applied field. Electric field is denoted by E, applied magnetic field is denoted by capital H. So now here discuss electric field only, dielectrics. Now D is directly proportional to E. Now D is equals to epsilon into E. Epsilon is nothing but permittivity. Epsilon is nothing but permittivity. So this permittivity is nothing but permittivity is equals to D by E. Flux density per unit electric field is nothing but permittivity. Now here permittivity epsilon naught is nothing but permittivity of free space. Means lines of passing through that area. Epsilon r is nothing but relative permittivity. Now epsilon r, relative permittivity means the ratio between permittivity of medium to the permittivity of free space. Now this one is also called as dielectric constant. Dielectric constant is also called as relative permittivity, that is epsilon by epsilon naught. Now next definition, polarization. Now we are taking a one dielectric material electric field is applied in this direction, so that inside the positive and negative charge carriers are there. So all the positive carriers are moving in one direction and negative carriers are moving another direction. Means dipoles are formed inside the material. This process is nothing but polarization. Means the process of producing the dipoles is called polarization. Here dipole means, already we discussed what is a dipole. Positive charge and negative charge is separated by a distance is nothing but dipole. Now when electric field is applied, all the positive charge carriers are moving one side and negative charge carriers are moving opposite to the field direction, so that dipoles are formed. So these dipoles produced, means that process is nothing but polarization. The process of producing the dipoles is called polarization. Now the next definition is polarizability. So it is denoted by the letter alpha. Polarizability is nothing but when electric field is applied, automatically dipoles are formed. When we are increasing the field, automatically the dipole moment is increases. Means the dipole moment, distance between the charge carriers is also increases. So mu is directly proportional to the applied electric field. Now removing the proportionality constant, we are getting the one coefficient. That coefficient is nothing but polarizability, that is nothing but alpha. Alpha is called polarizability. Another definition of polarizability is the dipole moment per unit electric field is called polarizability. Dipole moment per unit electric field is called polarizability. Now here we discussed what is an electric dipole. Next, dipole moment, charge, the product between charge, magnitude of charge into distance between the charge carriers. Another definition is the electric flux density. Number of electric lines of passing through the unit area is nothing but electric flux density. It is directly proportional to the applied electric field. Now removing the proportionality constant, we are getting the permittivity. In case of magnetic materials, we are getting permeability. Okay, here we are getting permittivity. This is nothing but permittivity of a medium. Epsilon naught is the permittivity of free space. Next, epsilon r is the relative permittivity. So dielectric constant is also known as relative permittivity epsilon r. That is nothing but ratio of permittivity of medium to the permittivity of free space. That is nothing but dielectric constant. Another definition is polarization. Polarization means the process of producing the dipoles is nothing but polarization. When the field is applied, automatically dipoles are formed. So this process is called as polarization. Means when field is applied, automatically charge carriers are moved from one place to the another place. Means when positive charge carrier always moving in along the field direction, and negative charge carriers are moving opposite to the field direction. Next, polarizability. Dipole moment per unit electric field is called polarization. Another definition is nothing but polarization vector. So this polarization vector is nothing but P. So P is equals to N into mu. Means N is nothing but number of molecules per unit volume. Number of molecules per unit volume. Means polarization vector means the dipole moment per unit volume is nothing but polarization vector. P is equals to N into V. Now the next definition is electric susceptibility. So this electric susceptibility is denoted by Xi. It is called Xi E. Xi E means electric susceptible. So So here electric susceptibility in P means polarization vector, means this polarization vector is directly proportional to the product of the permittivity and applied electric field. This is nothing but electric susceptibility here. So the polarization vector is directly proportional to the product of the permittivity and electric field. Removing the proportionality constant, we are getting the xi into epsilon into E. So xi is equals to P by E into epsilon. So this is called electric susceptibility. Okay, P by E means electric displacement. E epsilon is nothing but electric flux density. So xi is equals to the ratio between polarization vector to the electric flux density or electric displacement. That is nothing but electric susceptibility. And one more important we discussed, the relation between what is epsilon r? Dielectric constant, and P is nothing but polarization vector. Now we will discuss the relation between epsilon r and P. Epsilon r dielectric constant and P is the polarization vector. Now we are, so it will ask 2 or 3 marks question definitely. What is the relation between dielectric constant and polarization, or what is the relation between relative permittivity and also polarization vector, then anyone. Now already we know the one formula, D is equals to E into epsilon. Electric flux density is directly proportional to the applied electric field. This is the permittivity of medium. Now what is the relative permittivity relation? Epsilon r is equals to epsilon by epsilon naught. From this equation we are getting epsilon is equals to epsilon r into epsilon naught. Next, substitute this one into in this. This is equation number 1 and this is 2. Now substitute 2 in 1. Now D is equals to epsilon or epsilon naught into E. Now this is the one equation. Now this is general displacement electric flux density equation. Now in the free space, D is equals to epsilon naught into E without any medium. So epsilon naught is the permittivity of free space. Without the medium we are getting this equation. Now when it is placed in a field, means when it is placed in a medium, so automatically polarization occurred due to this, that number of molecules, dipole moment per unit volume is also increases, means epsilon naught into E plus P. Now this is equation number T. First we are taking in free space. So when it is placed in a medium, automatically the number of molecules increases, so the dipole moment P, that is increased by, it is indicated by the letter P. Now from 1 and 2, left hand side is equal. Now we have to equate the right hand side. Epsilon or epsilon naught into E equals to epsilon naught E plus P. Now P is equals, this comes to the left side. So epsilon or epsilon naught into E minus epsilon naught into E. Now P is equals to E epsilon naught is common, epsilon or minus 1. Now this is the relation between polarization vector and dielectric constant. Okay, very important relation. So they ask for 2 or 3 marks question. Next, one more relation we discussed. Now the another relation between susceptibility dielectric constant. Susceptibility means xi and dielectric constant is nothing but epsilon r. Now this one also important for 2 marks and 3 marks question they will ask. Now already we know the formula, relation between P and epsilon r, that is nothing but E into epsilon naught into epsilon r minus 1. We know this formula, and from this equation epsilon r minus 1, that is equals to P by E into epsilon. Now what is the relation, what is xi susceptibility? Susceptibility xi is equals to P by E into epsilon. Already we discussed later, already discussed previous. Epsilon xi is equals to P by E into epsilon naught. So epsilon r minus 1 is nothing but xi. So epsilon r is equals to 1 plus psi. Now this is the relation between epsilon r is the dielectric constant and this is the susceptibility psi. Next we discussed different types of polarizations. So the polarizations are mainly classified into 4 types. One is electronic polarization, now second one is ionic polarization, orientation polarization, and fourth one is space charge polarization. So these polarizabilities, electronic polarizability, general polarizability is denoted by alpha, electronic polarizability is denoted by alpha E, ionic polarization is denoted by alpha I. Next, orientation polarization is denoted by, polarizability is denoted by alpha O. Next, space charge alpha S. Next, in the next class we discussed what is electronic polarization, what is ionic polarization. Electronic means positive and negative charge is separated. When the field is applied, the electric dipole is formed, that polarization. Ionic means positive ion and negative ion. When field is applied, positive ion moving in the field direction and negative ion is moving opposite to the field direction, that polarizability is ionic polarizability. Now orientation, so it can occur in molecules. When the field is applied, they are moving in different directions. Now I will calculate what is alpha O also. And space charge polarization, in the space more accumulation of charges. So when field is applied, what happen? So these 4 are discussed in the next class. Thank you.